Stargate SG-1, Mors in Vitam. Following the destruction of the Ori and the end of Baal, our characters settle into a galaxy that seems a bit less hectic. The Lucian Alliance is causing problems, but without a looming existential threat, it seems that exploration can once again be conducted without racing for survival. The journey begins when SG-1 uncovers a collection of 16 worlds which had been disconnected from the Gate network thousands of years ago. The various attempts at reprogramming the network over the years had inadvertently reset and reconnected this once isolated pocket network back into the whole. Upon locating the addresses for these planets in one of Baal's secret hideouts, our team decides to investigate by traveling to the seemingly abandoned planet P7X-927. As they explore the desolate landscape, the team soon discovers the remains of an ancient civilization ravaged by an unknown catastrophe. Puzzled by the lack of survivors, SG-1 starts to uncover subtle clues hinting at the presence of a peculiar intelligence, unlike anything they have encountered before. While the planet shows no signs of recent activity, curiously well-preserved bodies are located in small chambers beneath the surface. Colonel Carter, fascinated by the possibility of a new life form, contacts Dr. Lamb and initiates extensive research on the remains. They quickly realize that these life forms are more than they seem. Combining these results with the information Daniel is able to translate, they soon realize that they have actually encountered a race of sentient microscopic aliens known as the Vitaphage. These remarkable beings have evolved to inhabit the bodies of the recently deceased and coexist within their biological systems. The Vitaphage, sentient beings with advanced technology at their disposal, are microscopic aliens capable of manipulating their hosts' bodies, resurrecting them, and accessing a limited amount of their memories. If allowed to inhabit a body long enough, they are capable of bringing that body to the pinnacle of its potential. However, the SG-1 team soon discover that the Vitaphage's intentions are not purely benevolent. While their existence appears to be benign to the living, the Vitaphage have inadvertently caused the demise of entire civilizations. They are driven by a relentless quest for knowledge and survival, exploiting the bodies they inhabit to gather information and to expand their species. Unlike the Goa'uld, they are only able to inhabit the bodies of the recently deceased. There is no suppression of the host as, for once, nothing of the host remains, save for the body. As SG-1 delves deeper into the mystery, they learn that the Vitaphage's actions are driven by a sense of desperation. Their homeworld faced a cataclysmic event, leaving them on the verge of extinction. In their quest for survival, they sought refuge on various planets, unintentionally causing the downfall of the civilizations they encountered. Realizing the moral implications and potential consequences of the Vitaphage's actions, SG-1 faces a difficult choice. Colonel Carter and her team must decide whether to assist the Vitaphage in finding a sustainable solution or to stop from further endangering innocent lives. This decision carries the weight of moral responsibility and the understanding that even the smallest beings can have a profound impact on the galaxy. Stargate SG-1 Mors in Vitam explores the philosophical dilemmas surrounding the boundaries of life, consciousnesses, and the lengths one would go to ensure survival. As the team navigates the complexity of their encounter, they must confront their own preconceptions, challenging what it means to be sentient and what sacrifices are worth making for the greater good. Well guys, what do you think? This is an idea for Stargate that I've had bouncing around in the back of my mind for some time. Now maybe it's too dark or too weird to work, but I've been pretty fascinated with the idea of a species that relies on the dead of other species to continue their own existence ever since I saw that Star Trek Voyager episode where there was dead characters being reincarnated or resurrected by an alien species.
That's how they procreate. They salvage the dead of other races. I was given a Kabali name and placed with a family to help me acclimate.
This is just a rough synopsis of that idea. I ultimately think this species would work well as an ongoing opposition to, but not really enemy of, the characters of SG-1 and all the other alliances they've formed. This would add a completely new perspective that's so different and so at odds with the way of life as we know it, and it also kind of fits nicely into the trope of parasitic or symbiotic beings that we've seen throughout the entirety of the Stargate franchise up until now. I also like that it deals with the evolution and the states of being, similar things that we've seen here as well. We could end up exploring so many different ideas if they were to introduce something like this in Stargate. Maybe we lose a couple of fairly important recurring characters, only to see them taken over by the Vitaphage, thus needing to deal with someone who looks like a person that we know, but really truly isn't that actual person. In following the grand tradition of Stargate stories showing us that the great races make their own mistakes on the way to achieving the status of greatness, I think that this could be the big mistake of, let's say, the Nox. Their attempt of improving the galaxy was to create these beings as some sort of way to extend life and to enrich the biodiversity of the universe, only to fall short of that lofty goal, much like the creation of the replicators or the Wraith from the other great species of the galaxy. Heck, this could even be the reason that the Nox retreated from sight, locking their mistake away on these 16 worlds only to be inadvertently released due to the meddling of the younger races, which kinda seems par for the course in the Stargate franchise. Also, what do you think of this whole creative endeavor combined with a little AI manipulation? I'm thinking I might try to do a few of these, but are they a good idea? Did you enjoy them? What do you think? Whatever you think, let me know that down below. And as always, do all those YouTube things like sharing, subscribing, and all of that. And until next time,
Godspeed. Easy for him to say.